It's that time of year again. Another stupid Halloween night with a bunch of stupid kids breaking into my house just to prove they have the balls to enter a haunted house. Well, I'm a ghost, or at least that's what they call me. Not entirely sure what I am. I just float around this empty house with no one around. To keep me sane, I also write this diary of mine. It takes a lot of effort for me to manifest myself in order to touch physical things, so it's totally worth it. It might sound mundane to you, but I actually enjoy my time here. It's very peaceful. Until a bunch of stupid kids decide to show up every dang Halloween. Each year bringing one or two new faces. This year was no exception. The first one to enter was a familiar face, a chubby kid, short curly hair, cheeks splattered with chocolate freckles and flanked by two big round ears. A loud creak echoed through the empty halls as he took the first step onto the wooden floor. His breathing was shallow and rapid, awkwardly puffing his chest in a sad attempt to appear nonchalant. The faint beam of his garrety mini rugged light failed to cut through the thick darkness that is waiting to engulf him and his friends into nothingness. "Oh, come on, guys, stop being a wuss," Chubby taunted to his friends. "Are you sure this is a good idea? Let's just go and grab more candies. I don't like it here," a short but wiser kid replied. "Look, Kenny, we do this every fucking year. Don't you want to get laid? Girls in school would totally think we're badasses. Besides, I have my eyes on Debbie Reynolds, and I'll be damned if she isn't the slightest impressed." Chubby gaining more confidence. "God damn it, Billy, you're 12. Do you know the meaning of getting laid?" said a tall, scrawny kid. Yeah?" Chubby replied unassertively. "Let's just get this over with so we can all go home and stuff our face full of chewy, giant sweet tarts," a kid with huge spectacles sighed. The rest hesitantly agreed and stepped in. One of them murmured something. I think it was a prayer or something. The thumping of their hearts grew louder as they ventured deeper into the dark halls. I started with their flashlight, lightly touching it so it flickers. "Oh shit, I forgot to change my batteries!" "Huh?" Chubby laughed nervously. His friends flipped on the birdie at the same time and shook their heads in unison. That made me chuckle a little. "Fuck! Did you hear that?" Tall kid whispered. "Hear what? Stop messing around," said the short kid. "Ha, pussy," Chubby mocking the tall kid. "Swear one more word from your big fat mouth," I interrupted the tall kid with a slight whisper. "Get out." His face turned pale. He choked on his saliva, decided not to finish his sentence, and ran out all the way out of the house. "What's his problem?" scoffed the kid with the large spectacles. "What a wuss. Come on, we'll just go upstairs and then we're done. Oh, Debbie, here comes Billy the Willy." Dang it, I thought to myself. Looks like the other three kids could not hear me. I was low on energy. It takes a considerable amount of effort for a whisper or a chuckle to be heard. Frustrated, I left out an ear-piercing scream. Well, at least it was ear-piercing to me. Those three kids barely even noticed it. They just stopped in their tracks, listened for a minute or so, and went on. I understand that some people are sensitive to a certain frequency and some people are not, which explains why the tall kid was the only one able to hear me. The others were completely oblivious. But I wasn't about to give up. With all my might, I forcefully willed myself into a terrifying physical form. The usual horror cliché I heard from kids. Long dark hair, dark red liquid oozing out my empty eye sockets, exposed muscle tissue, and bits of broken bones sticking out of my body. I have to admit, if I were to look in the mirror now, I would shat my pants. It's horrifying. As they were heading up the stairs, I appeared in front of them, and with my last bit of energy, I shrieked. It caught them by surprise. They screamed like little girls and ran out into the night. I let out a sigh of relief. I hope I scare the crap out of them and they will not come back. I was exhausted, but I was also desperate. They say there's nothing to fear but fear itself, yet in our world that isn't true. Many things are worse than fear. And one of the things in this house, locked in the upstairs room, waiting to be set free. But I'm getting weaker year after year. Soon I won't be able to scare the kids out of this house anymore. Soon they will make it upstairs. Soon they will unlock the door.